Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader, and today we are going to be looking about your animal guides, your animal spirit guides. So we have 3 piles today, but before we get started, I do want to remind you guys that if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link is down below in the description box to my Etsy shop, as well as my Patreon. We have exclusive giveaways, other exclusive content, deals on readings, things like that over there if you guys would like to join, as well as my other social media links. So for pile number 1, we have this beautiful stone. For pile number 2, we have this heart. And for pile 3, we have a piece of rose quartz. Here it doesn't look very pink, but it is a very baby pink. So if you guys need some more time to pick a pile, go ahead, pause the video. If not, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is for those of you who chose pile number 1. Who are your animal spirit guides? And why are they here with you this incarnation? So first we have some tarot. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So it is in reverse. And now for your actual animal spirit guides, we have the bear. Beautiful. Oh, we have the mouse. Oh, the mouse is so cute in this deck. All the animals are so cute. And then we have the fire ant. Okay, let's get into it. So, okay. First of all, these animals might already mean something to you. If not, make sure you're on the lookout for these animals, because when they come up, most likely they're going to try to teach you a particular lesson. So I did do some channeling about these messages here, and I also looked in the book and kind of came up with what each of these animals represents. So first of all, the bear. The bear is very representative of inner strength, new beginnings, transformation. So like a bear hibernates and comes out again in the spring, you might find yourself seeing the bear when you're going through different spiritual awakenings or different changes, either with your work, relationships. You might see the bear. You might physically see a bear, but sometimes, you can see pictures of a bear, videos of a bear, and also different words of bear. Like for instance, B-A-R-E, you might see that word too. But know that when you see the bear, he or she, they, the bear, is there to show you all about your inner strength, all about being strong and pushing through things, going the distance, and being very just solid and strong. But what's interesting is that you also have the mouse. Now the bear and the mouse are really quite opposite energies. So I see you, pile number 1, as really actually kind of like the Justice card in the tarot. You're very balanced individuals. With the mouse, we're talking all about organization. We're also talking about nervousness, and instead of being nervous, looking to more worthy projects, looking to more worthy concerns, worthy thoughts. So because you have the mouse, you may be more shy, you may be more of a nervous person, or it could mean that when you see this mouse, or a symbol of a mouse, make sure you're looking at your anxiety levels, your nervousness levels, and wondering why you're anxious. And usually when we are anxious, usually when we're nervous, I feel like we have reason to, but usually when we're anxious, and some of that, it's very hard to control. Usually though, anxiety is about things that we shouldn't really worry about. So if you see the mouse, really look at what you're thinking about, what you're doing, and understand that maybe you shouldn't be worrying about that. But also, if you see the mouse, make sure you go and do some organizing, because the mouse, right, his little home is really organized, okay? Like, I've even had pet mice. Honestly, I mean, one of the best pets I've had is my mice. Too bad they live so short, but they are just so sweet. They're actually very intelligent creatures. They're very clean and they're very organized. Like if you give them like paper, like some sort of like paper towels or just their bedding or cloths or whatever, they will make their little home. They will keep it clean. Like they will pee in one corner, they will go poo poo in one corner, and they're organized, okay? I've had ferrets before. They are not organized. They do not do that. So that's interesting about the mouse, okay? And then we have the fire ant, okay? The fire ant is about following orders, is about discipline, but it also can, so it's good to sometimes be, how do I say, like rigid and matter of fact in your thinking, very disciplined, getting things done, working as a team. But the fire ant may also come up to you today to tell you that maybe it's better to break away from the following order kind of mindset and be more of an individual, because sometimes fire ant energy, right, as you can see in this picture here, all the fire ants, probably something sweet or whatever they're going towards, as you've seen probably on the sidewalk, there'll be somebody dropped a piece of food or whatever, they're all just swarming it, they're all going together, they all just gravitate towards that and they do stuff together. Have you seen those ants that make bridges across like little streams and stuff in the jungle with their bodies? It's insane. They are like master builders. And so an ant, a fire ant, that's a very cool spirit animal to come through. But also, so I feel like you're actually very good at working in a team. You might not think it, but you're a natural leader. However, with the fire ant, it's also very important to realize not to always be going with what other people want you to do, your friends, your family member, your partner, and do what makes you happy, what makes you fiery, what makes you passionate, and break away from that and come more into the energy of the bear. But all of these animal spirits, okay, keep a lookout for them, because at the time you're watching this video, these are going to be prevalent, and they will be throughout your whole life. So the bear, the mouse, and the fire ant. Also just the ant, okay? There is no ant in this deck, but I would just, ant. Fire ant as well, though, because fire ants are very passionate and very, fiery, and I hear when they bite you, it hurts. But as for your tarot, right, we have Ace of Cups and we have Ace of Swords in reverse. So with the Ace of Swords in reverse, let's look at this. With the Ace of Swords in reverse, this is about being unsure. So maybe you're a little bit unsure in your life right now. Maybe you're a little bit unsure of your spiritual path, of your life purpose. You're unsure of what you want to do as an individual. When you're going to, maybe you've gone through an awakening, like with this bear here, when you're going to kind of wake up. That sounds weird, but like wake up into a new you. You're like, when is that going to happen? Or maybe it has happened and you're like, where do I go now? And that's the Ace of Swords in reverse. That's what I'm getting, this uncertainty. But with the Ace of Cups coming through, okay, there is some energy here for new love, okay, new relationships. So in particular, because these came out, whenever you're feeling unsure about which way to go, either career, love, whatever, you might end up seeing the symbols of a bear, a mouse, or an ant, okay? Or if you're experiencing this Ace of Cups, new love is most likely coming in for you right now, new friendship, new connection, I should say. Know that the bear, the mouse, and the ant may show up for you, okay? So this is your reading pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is for those of you who chose pile number 2 with this little beautiful heart. Who are your animal spirit guides? First, we're going to look at your tarot. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, with that butterfly there too. Okay, a lot of you guys are going through change. A lot of you guys are going through transformation. The Tarantula. Yes, the Crow. Beautiful. and the earthworm. Beautiful energies, you guys. Beautiful animal spirits. So I channeled some information about these as well as looking in the guidebook and to get the messages. So we're going to go through that first. So let's start with the animals. Okay, let's start with tarantula. So with the tarantula animal spirit coming through, I see that you're at a bit of a crossroads. You're kind of in this mindset of understanding your life purpose. There are a lot of us going through life purpose and changes and things like that, but I feel that for this incarnation for you, that's actually a big topic because we have the tarantula. The tarantula comes to you now to tell you, and whenever you see the tarantula, you know, you see a tarantula on a book, you see it in a movie, you see it on a show, you see an actual tarantula in the pet store, whatever. Whenever you see the tarantula or symbolism of a tarantula, know that you are to follow your intuition. Because I can tell already by the crow that you guys and the earthworm, you guys are very intuitive already. You guys are very connected to the spirit world, to your higher selves, to your guides. So follow your intuition. That gut feeling you have, people that really have a gut feeling, that's your intuition. You know, there are some people who literally do not have gut feelings about stuff. If you do, know that that is a sign, okay? So if you have a bad feeling about a particular person, a bad feeling about a particular place, you know, be smart about it and understand those gifts and react to them appropriately. You also have the crow, okay? The crow is literally a symbol of a messenger, a psychic messenger. Crows are in, I mean, there's even a crow tarot. They're in many different cultures, many different decks, being the messenger between you and the spirit world. So you might actually have communicated with spirits before, but this could also just be the messenger between you and the divine, you and star beings, if you're a star seed, because I know there's a lot of star seeds on my channel, you and just your higher self. So if you see a crow, know that maybe this is a time to be using your psychic gifts. I feel like you guys are very empathetic, very gifted individuals, okay? We also have the earthworm. Now, the earthworm energy is all about novice energy, okay? It's about being new to something. So maybe some of you guys feel like you're new to all the spiritual stuff. You don't know which way to go. You know, should I go this way? Should I go that way? That's also something, there's also something about just going with the flow, following your intuition and going with the flow, okay? Because most likely, always, actually, I'm gonna change that. Always you will end up where you're meant to be, okay? If you are following your intuition, you are gonna end up exactly where you need to be at the exact time. If there are people that go, you know, in and out of your life, you might be a friend with someone, then you're not. You might need somebody new, then they go away. Know that it's all happening for a reason, and those people that are meant to stay with you for the entire lifespan of this incarnation will, but know that you're gonna get there, okay? Also with the earthworm, okay? So the earthworm can be a little bit shy, can be a little reluctant. So maybe you're a little bit reluctant to try new things on your path. But what's really a big message that's coming through pile number 2 is you have the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles is about giving. It's about being generous. So if you are watching this and you know that you have psychic gifts, because you do, even if you're watching this, you're like, no, I don't, you do, okay? This reading is literally telling me that you should be giving it to other people. You should be sharing that gift with other people. And even with the Pentacles, maybe even for monetary reasons, like you can have personal readings and you can charge for them. And most likely people are actually going to come to you because you, and I mean, obviously don't be doing it just for the money, but do it for your, but some people think you shouldn't charge for readings, though. I do, because it's still a job and it's energetic. So don't, with the Six of Pentacles coming out, don't forget to actually, charge for it. But know that you have this gift, share it with people, but make sure you don't go overboard, because sometimes I feel with more heart-centered individuals, we can give and forget to receive, okay? We also have the Page of Cups. So Page of Cups, this can indicate intuition, or excuse me, yes, intuition, but it can also indicate messages, new messages. So you might be intuitively getting messages from other spirits, from your higher self, from your deities you work with, beings. You can literally just be getting intuitive messages from this crow here, the tarantula, the earthworm. But I feel like this is a new beginning for you emotionally. I feel like you're still kind of a baby maybe in this lifetime. Like even if you've been doing spiritual work for years and years and years, we're all in a way still babies to everything, because even if we're old souls, there's always room for improvement, always room for advancement. So maybe taking the position and archetype of the page, the young, the kind of baby energy, the childlike energy, and having that approach to the rest of this incarnation here on earth will really be of benefit to you. But know that you are very spiritually gifted. I feel that you're very intelligent, but maybe sometimes this shyness is keeping you from stepping into more of your life purpose. Okay, but I feel that you're at a crossroads, and I feel in order to really understand your life purpose, a lot of it has to do with helping others spiritually. Okay, those are the messages I am getting for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is for pile number 3 with the rose quartz. Who are your animal spirit guides this incarnation? What are they trying to tell you? First, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Sun. Beautiful. Okay, and for your animals, the Deer, the Tiger. Those are opposite for sure, but yet very beautiful energies. We'll get to those. And then we have the Starfish. Okay, I think my screen just went a little dark there. I'm sorry if it did. I will try to fix it on... Okay, there we go. I don't know, it went dark. Okay, let's get into this pile number 3. First of all, I channeled some messages for the meanings of these cards as well as looked in the book. So let's go ahead and start off with the Deer. So the Deer animal spirit guide, if you see the Deer, this is all about nurturing energy, calm, compassionate, femininity, grace. So when you see the Deer, this is really highlighting those aspects of yourself that I feel like you have a lot of motherly energy. You might be a mother. If not, know that you house that energy. But that doesn't mean you have to actually, have a child. You can be a mothering energy to your friends, to other parts of your family, to your partner, to your own creations, art-wise. You're just very selfless, okay? We have a lot of green here in this card. This talks to me about heart chakra energy. I feel like you guys have a very open heart chakra. You're very, very giving, okay? Sometimes, that can come back to bite us. On this planet, a lot of us have overactive heart chakras in which we are easily preyed upon, just like a deer is easily preyed upon. And it's just beautiful, innocent, really calm, nurturing, and then, some other higher, more aggressive being can just take us down, can energetically take us, So it's important to make sure that our heart chakra is in balance and that we don't only give, but we also take, okay? We have the Tiger next. The Tiger is kind of opposite of the Deer. It's about strong, fierce energy, passion, can be about sensual energy. It's also about femininity though, because we have the Moon here. So there's a lot of feminine energy in this reading. You might have a lot of feminine energy yourself. And then the Tiger is also about lunar forces with the Moon, of course. So when you see the Tiger or imagery of the Tiger coming up, know that this would be a time to be, going full force towards something. for yourself, not for other people like the deer, but going full force towards your passion, going out there, getting what you want in life, career-wise, romance-wise, friend-wise, being strong, but also honing and harnessing that beautiful feminine lunar energy, okay? So I feel like you guys do have a connection with the moon coming through. Next, we do have the starfish. The starfish is a very interesting card here. The starfish is about beauty. It's about artistry. It's about being expressive. But what's interesting about the starfish, and this actually says it in the book, and for some reason the starfish one really gets to me because it's true, which they're all true, but this one's just like, dang, you know. The starfish is very aesthetically beautiful. And a lot of people see the starfish and they say, wow, that starfish is beautiful. But is the starfish beautiful? I mean, the starfish is naturally beautiful, but the starfish also is just using the book says that it sometimes is a bit shallow in the sense of trying to please others, using its beauty to please others, which is kind of a weird message, but you know, looking for validation is one of these. So when out of balance, I want to say that. So, you know, posting a lot on social media, you know, selfies, things like that, knowing that you are beautiful, but, you know, seeing value in the likes that people give you, seeing value in the comments that they give you. Out of balance, that's what the starfish can be. But in balance, when you see the starfish, remember, you know, not to be doing that, and that you are naturally beauty on the inside and also the outside, and people do see that, okay? So that's a really interesting message. We also have the Page of Pentacles and the Sun. So with the Sun coming through, a lot of times when you're feeling happy, okay, because the Sun is about joy, it's about love, it's about optimism. When you're feeling optimistic, when you're feeling happy, most likely you're going to be actually seeing the deer, the tiger, and the starfish. You're going to be seeing them in imagery, seeing them in person possibly, seeing them in any ways, okay? Symbols of them. And they are there to help you with the topics I talked about, but they're also going to show up when you're in your highest moments, when you're happy. They're also going to show up when you are thinking about going on a new venture here. With the Page of Pentacles, I feel like in the material world, so career, money, finances, you know, material objects, maybe actually, you know what, this is more about like starting a business. I feel like if you guys actually wanted to start a business, if you see a starfish, tiger, deer, or any mixture of these, that could be a good time to do it. Or buying a new vehicle, buying a new house. That's just a side note, but that could be a time to do it. But anyway, what's interesting here is that the tiger and the deer, just like group number one, are very opposite to each other, okay? So I feel you have a lot of feminine energy, though. So in that regard, I actually do invite you to look a little bit more into your masculine energies. But because of that feminine energy, you know, I see you as being very creative, very artistic. If you wanted to start a business selling your art, if you wanted to start a business doing, you know, whatever, it would be great to do that when you see these beings, when you see these energies of these animals. It would be good to do that now as well. But they're very opposite, okay? So focus a little bit more on masculine energies, being a little bit more structured, being a bit more rigid in things. But of course, feminine, masculine energies, they don't have any gender. So if you're a woman watching this, if you're a man watching this, doesn't matter. But with the deer and the tiger, sometimes you're going to want to come into the energy of the deer. You're going to want to be selfless. You're going to want to be calm and nurturing. Sometimes with the tiger, you're not going to want to be like the deer. You're going to want to go hunt for what you want. You're going to want to be fierce. You're not going to want to back down. A deer, you know, will back down. A deer is very gentle, very not going to hurt a fly, really. A tiger is not that. So it depends, you have to find a balance between those two things. But with the starfish, like, you are a beautiful soul, you are a beautiful being. But make sure we're not spending so much time worrying about how other people see us beauty-wise, okay? Because sometimes people don't think they're beautiful unless somebody says, oh, you're beautiful, or they give you a heart on Facebook, or, seriously, I think we're all guilty of that, seeking validation in those places. So if the starfish is coming up, make sure we're looking at that aspect of your life. But through this incarnation, the deer, the tiger, the starfish, those are your animal guides. And if you see them, all those messages do apply. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, pile number 3, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.